hata na mtu mwingine ambaye mimi nilikuwa nafikiri ni mlemavu, kumbe yeye ni mzungu ambaye sasa tunataka katika ubadilisho wa wazungu wote wakuwe kama walemavu. Huyu mtu anaitwa Mwaura. Mimi nilikuwa nafikiri yeye ni mlemavu ambaye inafaa saidiwe, kumbe yeye ni mtu ambaye ni mzungu ambaye ni nyeupe tu. Sijui alipaka hii kala ya kumpi, unaita hii bleaching, akamata bleaching, hii apate nomination kwa hiyo alipata kwa ODM, then baadaye akaenda kwa Jubilee, sasa ameenda kwa Wilbaro kutafuta sijui safari atapaka rangi gani tena kwa mwili, apate kwa hiyo.
There is something that is very unfortunate that is happening in this country called Kenya. And I think it is an orchestrated move to demean persons with disabilities and to sacrifice them. And you know, we have always said that this thing called BBI is a snake, because that is what we were told by Raila. We have also said that ODM have a fair share of sorcerers. And it is true today, because there is an orchestrated move to sacrifice persons with disability. I don't know if it is that is what they were told for BBI to pass, because we have just buried Christopher Nderito, who was killed by overspeeding, overlapping politician cars in GK number plate who are rushing to Sagana. And again yesterday, the body of a 12-year-old child from Isiolo with cerebral palsy was found after she was killed and after she was raped. She was raped and then killed. And again, the same day is when Honorable Junet, or is it Junet Mohammed? Anyway, the difference is the same. Talked in Turkana and demeaned persons with disability by insinuating that Honorable Mwaura and by extension albinism in the world do not deserve to be persons with disability. And this is a categorization of World Health Organization. Now Junet have become more than World Health Organization, have become more than the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability. ODM is now the United Nations body that can prescribe who is supposed to be a person with disability and who is not supposed to be. Junet demean persons with disabilities generally, and in total disregard of Article 54 of our Constitution, that says that persons with disability should not be demeaned and should be treated with dignity and respect like any other Kenyan. Honorable Junet, Honorable Junet or Junet, even if we belong to different political affiliations, please, our disability is cross-cutting. Even in your brigade of NASA or ODM or whatever you call yourself, or Kieleweke or BBI prominent, there are also persons with disabilities. They deserve respect. There are persons with albinism who are supporting BBI. They deserve respect. Honorable Junet Mohammed, you must respect them and you must treat them with dignity. And why I'm saying that it is an orchestrated move, all these things cannot be coincident. All these things cannot be just a mere incident. That yesterday we buried Christopher Nderito, killed by overspeeding, overlapping GK vehicles carrying a very prominent politician pro-BBI. Yesterday again, we found the body of a 12-year cerebral palsy child with disability who have been killed after being raped and her body mutilated. And yesterday again, when the body of Nilmo, the child with disability, was taken to mortuary, they say the mortuary is full in Isiolo. They don't accept us while we are alive. They don't accept us when we are dead. Again yesterday, and that's why I'm saying it's an orchestrated move, Honorable Junet demean person with disability in public. And again yesterday, Babu Owino through his Facebook page, demean person with disability by bringing a hyena with albinism and claiming that he is Honorable Mwaura. And that we got free seats as a person with disability because we are nominated. Honorable Babu Owino, if I got a free seat because I am nominated, did you buy yours? Because it is against our constitution for you to bribe voters or for you to buy votes. So if you are insinuating that you did not get it free, you bought it, then my friend, I think you are a candidate for DCI and EACC. Because in Kenya, all elected leaders, either special elected, that is nominated, or elected in the ballot, all of you got free votes according to the presumption of our constitution. No one bought any vote. So what was Babu Owino insinuating? So it was actually an orchestrated move. And I fear for my country. There was a lot of sacrifice of persons with albinism in our neighboring countries. Today, there is sacrifice of persons with disability in Kenya so that they can appease their Illuminati or their demonic gods for BBI to pass through or for them to be elected in 2022. Because why should it be from one side? Everything is happening and is happening. It cannot be a coincidence. It cannot be a coincidence. When we went for the burial of the late Christopher Nderito, was knocked out of his wheelchair. And then 2 GK vehicles ran over him. And then in his burial, the bishop was bribed so that nobody sent condolences, not leaders of persons with disability, nobody. He was supposed to be buried by 11 a.m., thrown into the grave like a dog. It is only because of the intervention of the residents that demanded that leaders of persons with disability should give their condolences to the family so that we can assist the children that were left behind and the widow that was left behind. It cannot be a coincidence. The burial ceremony of Nderito was killed by overspeeding GK cars is claimed by the police spokesperson that he does not know the GK number plate car belonged to who and who was in that GK car. Yet we know very well that there is what we call work permit, that every government officer must indicate the car number plate, who is in the car, who is the driver before they get out. But the police spokesman says that they don't know. The burial of Christopher Nderito was boycotted by the area MP, Honorable Kanini Gega, the MCA, the chiefs, everyone. They were busy with BBI, with the youth. This is an orchestrated move to sacrifice persons with disabilities. And then again, the same day, the body of Nemo, a child with disability, cerebral palsy, was found having been dumped in the bush after being raped and killed and her body mutilated. No. This one, all of them cannot be a coincidence. The same day, Honorable Junet or Junet is speaking against persons with disability. And the same day, Babu Owino is having a monkey with albinism as Honorable Mwaura and claiming that all nominated members of parliament got their seats free of charge. Honorable Junet said that us as persons with disability were sent by God from heaven to come and complain on earth. No, my friend. So that if I speak because of a dead person with disability by the name Christopher Nderito that was killed, murdered by the same government that is supposed to protect him, then I am complaining. If I speak of a mutilated body of Nemo, a child with cerebral palsy, being rejected in mortuary, being rejected in death, then I have been sent by God to complain. Honorable Junet or Junet, the difference is the same. You have stepped on a live wire. No. In fact, you have hacked a transformer. And I can assure you, it will be messy. And you will not go scot-free. We have our constitution that protects us. We have the Act of Parliament of 2003, session paper number 14, that protects us. We have international instruments like the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability. We will pursue justice within our borders. And if it fails, we will pursue justice outside our borders, because the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability, Kenya ratified in 2008. Therefore, it have domesticated it, and it is part of our laws. So, you may bribe the DCI, you may have all the powers to control EACC and even our judiciary, because you are ganging now judiciary through judiciary ombudsman. You may gang them, but I can assure you, Kenya ratified the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability. We will pursue justice from that angle, and you will not go scot-free. I can assure you. And you know, I never threaten anybody. I just give a promise. And as far as I have breath in my lungs, Christopher Nderito will get justice. The late Nemo, the child with cerebral palsy, killed, raped, and her body mutilated, will get justice. Honorable Mwaura, who is a person with disability, a category of albinism, will get justice as far as I have breath in my lungs. I can assure you that. That is not a threat. It's a promise. Honorable Junet Mohammed, you will get it, and you will see it tough. That is an assurance I'll give you. And I want to assure persons with disabilities across the country, don't you worry. We have organized a team of pastors and imams to pray for us, so that those who are sacrificing us to appease their demons for the sake of BBI in 2022 election, they will be defeated in Jesus' names. The imams are ready. The pastors, bishops are ready. We will redeem our country. The two that have already been sacrificed will be the last, because we believe in our God. We believe in God that is in heaven, who are created in the image and likeness of God. And we cannot witness in Kenya what we witness in a neighboring country, where body parts of some of us were being used for witchcraft. In Kenya, it is not possible, because the body of Nemo, the child with the cerebral palsy from Isiolo, was mutilated, was raped, and mostly some body parts may be missing and rejected in the mortuary. That is a demonic, orchestrated move that is summarized in short by Honorable Junet Mohammed or Junet Mohammed. But you will not get scot-free. You will not go scot-free. The country persons with disability are stationed. They will issue press statements. And after that, we are giving an ultimatum of 14 days for the National Cohesion and Equal Opportunities and National Cohesion and Integration Commission to make sure that it takes the words of Junet as incitements, directories, and as demeaning to the persona of persons with disabilities. Therefore, action should be taken by the National Cohesion and Integration Commission. We'll give all those instruments and arms of government 14 days to take action, including DCI. Failure to which then will be left with no option but to take action as persons with disabilities. And our action will be in two folds. One, all of us, with the categories of persons with disabilities, the 6.5 million persons with disability in this country, will have one day of mourning the death of Christopher Nimo, and mourning the demeaning of persons with disability, especially persons with albinism. After the end of that day, that we'll fast and pray, we lay a curse upon Honorable Junet Mohammed and 4 generations after him. We will all face the sunset, because that is how his life will set, and 4 generations after him. The second option is that we will have a countrywide demonstration against our beloved government, the arm that is the police administration, for not investigating the death of Christopher Nderito, and also not investigating the circumstances in which Junet bluntly contravened Article 54 of our Constitution. We will demonstrate against the politician who murdered Christopher Nderito. We will demonstrate against those who raped and murdered Nimo, the child with cerebral palsy from Isiolo. We will also have peaceful demonstration across the country in all major cities to demand justice for our 2 fallen comrades. That is Chris and the late Nimo, the child with albinism from Isiolo. Those are the actions that we'll take.